Greetings, gentlemen, ladies. What's going on? It's ASM Al-Mamun here. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 different ways that you can leverage your skills or the lack thereof to earn an extra 5 to 10K a month or even $1,000 a day, even if you're working a 9 to 5 job, even if you have no skills, even if you're a complete beginner. This is something that can work for you because it has worked for me. If you don't know who I am, what I used to work in the $7.25 an hour job, and that was at Dollar's Barbecue. Until I found one of these strategies that I'm going to be sharing with you that has allowed me to break through and earn more money in a day than I did in a month with my $7.25 job. I was like, my life has changed. And one of these strategies also allowed me to travel the world and work only 20 minutes a day while earning over 10K a month. So the 3 different strategies I'm going to be sharing with you here today, not only have I been using them, but I've used them to either earn $1,000 a day or at the bare minimum earn $10,000 a month with each of these strategies. And I want to share this with you. And the biggest thing I want you to get out of this video is the fact that your income can only grow when you start, or as soon as you start replacing your time with your income, right? If you're still trading your time for your income and trading your time for money, it's not going to work out for you. It's actually going to be detrimental for your freedom, for your health, for your mindset, for your mental, for your family, for everything else, because you'll have a lack of flexibility, you'll have a lack of freedom, you'll have a lack of choice, lack of options, you'll have a lack of control, and at the end of the day, it will lead to a lack of fulfillment because chances are you have dreams. The only reason you're watching this video is because you want to make more money. And the reason why you want to make more money is because in your life, you're currently not fulfilled, because you know there's something else that you can do, or there's something else you want to do, or there's a different life that you wish to live. Now, the first thing is I need you to understand is that you need to change that wish to want. Okay, instead of saying I wish I could live like that, say I want to live like that. The difference is when you say I wish, then you're hoping for a miracle. When you say I want, now you're opening up the doors for possibilities and for an opportunity to come in front of you so that you can take advantage of it. If you say I wish to get a PlayStation 5, I think right now we're in PlayStation 10. I don't know. I don't play video games. I think it's for losers. Okay, but for if you, let's say PlayStation 10, for example, I don't know. Okay, you can let me know in the comments. But if you say I wish, that means you're hoping for somebody to gift it to you. You don't have control. But if you say I want a PlayStation 10, then you can work, or at least open the doors of finding or figuring out a way to go ahead and get that PlayStation 10. So I hope that explanation, or that analogy, made it clear that, hey, instead of saying I wish, say I want. Now, how do we replace our time so that we can increase our income? How can we replace our time to produce more income? Well, the thing is, you need to understand something known as either systems or leverage, which we will talk about later. But now let's get into the 3 different ways and methods you can leverage this other thing that's not your time, okay, that can help you generate either $1,000 a day or anywhere from 5 to 10K a month at a minimum, regardless of the amount of time you put in, and regardless of basically detaching your time from that income, as well as detaching your location from that income, so that you can and make more money, right? So that I'm talking about time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom. So let's get into it. Number one is the thing with online is you need to, or anything, that the thing to make money is you need to have a product or a service to sell. Okay, that's really what it is, right? You want to make more money, you need to have a product or a service to sell. The thing is, as a beginner, it's very difficult to go ahead and do that because you have to think of an idea for a product, then you have to develop that product, then you have to create the sales message for that product, then you may have to create a team or pay somebody to create the infrastructure for how you can sell that product. So it takes a lot of effort, a lot of testing, a lot of energy, a lot of resources to go ahead and create your own product or even a service, because then you need to uh, link your time with that service, because if you're selling somebody a service, you need to deliver on that service. For example, if you're a plumber and if you're going to sell somebody the service of plumbing, then after you sell them or they buy from you, you have to go deliver that service, and that keeps you tied with that time. We want to detach that. So that's why we love something known as affiliate marketing, because as a beginner, you don't have the time, you don't have the experience, you don't have the resources to go ahead and start developing a product and figuring out if this is going to be a good product or not, and wasting a lot of time or even wasting a lot of money. Instead, as an affiliate marketer, you can piggyback on top of other proven products and start promoting those products that are already proven to sell. People are already buying, and that way you can just get in there on something that's hot, and you can start to earn income that way as well. And the great thing about affiliate marketing is not only that you don't have to create the product, you don't have to create the sales message, you don't have to do customer service, but you also don't have to fulfill on that product, meaning you don't have to deliver the product, you don't have to ship the product, you don't have to deliver the service, you don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is connect the prospect or the person who wants the product and the person who's selling the product. So for example, the greatest example that I can give you right now is that of a real estate broker. Someone who's a real estate broker, they didn't have to build the house. They don't own the house. They don't have to deal with the plumbing of the house. They don't have to deal with, a lot of the things that you would think you would have to do when you're selling a product. They don't have to do that. Real estate broker, all they have to do is connect the seller, the person who's trying to sell the house, to the buyer, the person who's trying to buy the house. And all they have to do, hey, you're looking for a house. What kind of house do you want? This kind. Okay, this is a house I got for you. You can go ahead and sell it. So you're just an agent. You're just a connector. But the great thing is, with the methods that we use, we don't show our face. We don't talk to a single person, because we leverage systems and we leverage a simple 3-step method to have, this product that we're promoting to go flood the marketplace, to flood the internet, and we can start to earn money regardless of our time. And the thing you'll understand with these strategies is that we're going to be earning our income regardless of us being there physically or actively. So our income is not going to be tied to us being there, and that location. It's not going to be tied to us being there, at that certain time. Okay, that's how we gain that freedom. So that's what affiliate marketing is. We'll make a separate video on each of these strategies, and whatever you want to learn more about, just let me know in the comments so I know what kind of content to create. Now, that's affiliate marketing. Is very simple. You just connect to a product. We find a proven product, and then we promote that product to people who are already wanting that product. And we tend to promote products that are related to pain points. So somebody who has a pain, somebody who has something that they're struggling with, they have an urgency to find a solution to that struggle. So someone who's struggling with diabetes, someone struggling with weight loss, someone struggling with joint pain, someone struggling with back pain, someone struggling with income, somebody struggling with fitness, whatever, relationships, right? These are all pain points that people go through, and they have an urgent desire, urgent need to solve that problem, and they are looking for that solution. And so because they are looking for that solution, all you have to do is be there in front of them and say, hey, this is the solution, go ahead and take advantage of it. So that's number one. Number two is what we call Airbnb rental arbitrage. So I was working as a taxi driver at the time. It was around about six hours to 10 hours a day, and I was earning anywhere from $200 to $250 a day by trading my time of 6 hours to 10 hours. Just like that Dallas barbecue job where I was earning $7.25 an hour, my income was directly linked to the amount of time that I put in. But once I found that affiliate marketing strategy, what happened was I was earning $1,000 a day with that affiliate marketing strategy, and I didn't have to go trade my time for money. All I had to do was put in about an hour to 2 hours for that affiliate marketing system. I was earning $1,000 a day, all from my laptop. That's when I started traveling, and I didn't have to go clock in to my Dallas barbecue job. I didn't have to wear my tie. I didn't have to go and do that. I was a cashier, so I didn't have to count the money and give it. I didn't have to do that. I was able to detach my physical self and detach me being there physically and detach me being there actively, and started earning money passively. That's the same thing with Airbnb rental arbitrage. At the time I was going to college, I had a 0.9 GPA. But I knew I wanted to do business. That's why I didn't go to class. Even though I was in college, I kept cutting class. I kept playing basketball. I was working out at the time. I was just doing whatever I wanted to do, except to go to class, because I didn't want to do that. Because that's the thing about life, is we want to stay focused on. We whatever, wherever our heart is pulling us towards, that's where the fulfillment will be. And so, why are we going to be doing certain things that we don't feel aligned with? And I didn't feel aligned with college. I thought I was meant for bigger things, and alhamdulillah, I went for the bigger thing. So I learned from someone who had over 100 properties, and he said, hey, just do Airbnb. And so I started doing Airbnb. And I remember the first time I was at a lounge around 3 a.m. with my friends, back in when I was doing destructive habits. And so I came out of the lounge, I got the booking. It was around $225 for one night. And that's when I realized that I didn't have to go to my taxi and drive for 10 hours to earn $200. All I did was set the property up, which took me about 2 weeks. And then within the first 1 or 2 days, I got a booking, and I'm earning $200 a night. And I don't have to trade my time anymore. And so that's the benefit of Airbnb rental arbitrage, is because all you have to do once you have a property, you just have to design it, you just have to set it up properly, and then you have to list it on Airbnb properly, and you'll get bookings within the first week. I've seen it happen time and time again. Anytime I've helped somebody or put up a listing, within the first week you get bookings and you start earning money right away. And the great thing about it is, once you have it set up, it only takes 20 minutes a day to manage. All I have to do. So I remember when I was getting bookings, I went to Malaysia and I had guest bookings. I guess they booked my place, and all I do is send them check-in instructions. They'd stay, and so I didn't have to be there, right? I didn't have to trade my physical service or anything. They'd stay, and then they would leave. And then once they left, my cleaner would come in and clean, and I would earn the money passively. And that's when I realized, you know what? Our income, and that's the only way I was making more money, because instead of earning $200 for 10 hours, I was earning $200 a night, and all I had to do was work 20 minutes on my phone, right? And some nights I was earning over $500, even up to $1,000 a night, because of different things that we talk about with the Airbnb rental arbitrage. But that's how I was earning more money, and that's how I was able to replace my time from my income and detach myself. And that's how I was able to more money. So Airbnb rental arbitrage is a great place. It's a great opportunity and the great thing is, you don't need to have a property. You can, we rent other people's property. And if you're a landlord, even better, you can make more money. You can make 3 times your income that you're earning from a tenant. So, I'm also a landlord, and I don't advise renting out to tenants, because it's a headache, and they don't take care of the property. They don't pay on time. There's so many headaches. But with the guests on Airbnb, they're here for travel. They're looking for a place to stay. They're barely inside because they're here to travel and explore. And so it's a great opportunity for you if you want to get into that. And I totally recommend it. And to give you an example, for Airbnb right now, I'm paying for one house. I have two apartments, and so I'm paying $6,300. Now, I'm paying $6,300 for rent, but I'm earning anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 a month as a result. And the reason why I'm able to do that, other people, right, they'll pay $6,300, but they earn about $12,000, right? They'll make double their rent, but I'm making triple, even 4 times the rent. And the reason why is because I understood simple tweaks, right? Before, back in the days, for the same property, I used to charge $150 a night, right? Now for the same property, I'm charging $450 a night. And all it is the skills that I've learned and the different tweaks that I've made that, I'd love to share with you in a different video, that have allowed me to charge more and earn more money for the same amount of work, for the same amount of time, for the same amount of property. And that's why it's a great opportunity to start with Airbnb, and it replaces you from the physical location, and you replace you having to be there actively either, and you don't even have to manage it. Somebody else can manage it, and you can still earn the money as well. That's the powerful thing about that as well. Now that brings us to number 3, which is personal branding, or even just faceless branding, or any kind of branding around a product, a service, whatever it is. Basically social media branding. And with social media branding, I've earned over $100,000 as a result of it as well. In fact, we have Instagram pages that are faceless that have earned us over $50,000 a month as well, because of these strategies, revolved around social media. And the thing is, social media, you can create pages around a certain topic, around a certain niche. If you're not going to do a personal brand and you don't want to show your face, you don't want to share whatever it is that you have an idea about or you're passionate about, if you don't want to put your face in front of it and you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. Especially with AI, there's so many things you can go ahead and share it to the people without having to show your face, and you start to build a following because people will start following your page, your channel, whatever it is, because of the content that is focused on a specific topic, and they start following it. And once these people are following these topics and they start engaging with your content, what happens is you can start to provide them other solutions, such as products, services, offers, digital products that you can sell your own digital products. You can be an affiliate and sell other people's digital products or other people's physical products, whatever it is. And we were able to do that with physical and digital products, 50K a month with Instagram and TikTok pages, right? So that's a powerful strategy as well. Personal branding is something that you can never lose with, but even if you do Facebook branding, it's something that you can definitely capitalize on and you can earn a lot of money as well. And the thing about that you need to understand is money is just currency, and it's actually just value. It's just exchanging value. The more value you give to your pages and to your following and to your brand, the more money you will make. And the thing you need to understand is that value is not just giving free information, right? A lot of us are, what is value? What does it mean? It's not just information, right? Value can be in forms of entertainment, in form of time, in form of education, in form of implementation, in form of information, right? This is value, but it can also be a product. It can also be a service. So for example, right, somebody needs education, somebody needs information, somebody needs a product, somebody needs a solution, right? Somebody needs time. These are all exchange of value. So for example, I'll give you this example. Let's say you have a Ferrari, and but you have no money in the bank. You're in the desert for somehow you got in the desert with the Ferrari, but now you need a camel to trek that desert, and you have nothing else. Well, you don't have money, so you can't buy this camel. However, you have your Ferrari, so you can exchange the value of the Ferrari for that camel, right? Even the value may be higher, but the thing is, the reason why you would, anytime you buy a product, right? Anytime you buy something, is because whatever you bought, you found it to be more valuable than the money that you paid for it. And the person who sold you the product found the money that you held to be more valuable than the product that they gave to you. Okay, and that's why it became a mutual beneficial exchange, right? That's the exchange of value. That's how value is. That's basically what it is. Money is just it's a value that's there, and it can be exchanged for a different type of value. And that's what we need to understand. And so that value of you creating a page and branding and giving value to the people, when you start to give them more value, but by providing services and products that they need and products that they want. For example, someone may need something for their kids, and this is if you provide that for them, now you have become valuable. For example, if you're starving and you want something to eat, well, if I sold you something to eat, you'll find that to be valuable for you, and you'll gladly pay because you're very hungry. And anytime you're hungry, you'll come back to me and you'll buy that, or you'll go to that restaurant because you find that to be valuable. And so value is not just free value, right? Value is just an exchange. Keep that in your head. Value is an exchange of two things that are important to both parties, right? So if you want more money, you need to exchange it with something that is valuable to the person that's holding that money. And that's how you can earn more money. And as soon as you can detach yourself from that equation, that's how you can earn more money, because you can make it stack up on top of yourself. Because time is not something that you can get more of, but leverage systems is something you can always build on top of each other, and that's how you can earn more money. Warren Buffett says something like, if you work for your wage, then you'll be working for the rest of your life, or something like that. If you work for money, then you'll always work for money, or something like that, right? So we don't want to be working for money. We want to be leveraging systems and methods and just even people and things for money, so that we can do the things that we want to do. It's not about working, it's about doing the things that we love. It's about spending time with family, whatever, traveling, or doing whatever is passionate about, you're passionate about. Or really what it is about building the greatest, strongest version of yourself so that you can give that person to the world as well. And just be even more valuable that way as well. So the more valuable you become, the more value you can provide to the marketplace, and that just means the more money you make at the end of the day. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Just give me a like. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, what you would like me to cover more of, and what you thought of this video. And subscribe to the channel, and I'll be sure to make more videos like this. Peace. Stay in attack mode.